All right. We are talking all about clean beauty. I called this class Beauty Bar because I've actually hosted a class before that we called Beauty Bar, and it was so fun. I had like all of our clean products out on the table. This was when like people saw each other in person. It was such a wonderful time of our lives. But we had all of our clean products out and let people, it was like an open house. People came in and like would just be able to like smell things and touch them and see them, because beauty products, especially skincare products, makeup is so personal. And there's a reason that there is such a massive industry dedicated to it, is because you guys, places like Sephora and Ulta and Nordstrom exist because of these products. And there are so many, and there's so many like secrets to the industry, and so many different things that, you know, the wool is sort of pulled over our eyes. He's like, oh boy. And so I want you guys to understand that I am not an expert in this because, you know, I didn't study this stuff per se or anything like that. I just have done like digging. I've just researched this stuff, and I empower you guys to do the same thing. If you are curious, if you are looking at, you know, what you're buying from the MAC counter or whatever, and like, just look at the ingredients, like do the research for yourself. I believe all of you could teach this class just as well as I could if you did the research and just kind of get curious. I think what happens is hi, can you shut the door because you're naked? Please go get some clothes on and see Dad. Okay, go see Dad. Sorry, guys. Wild times. It's one of those like dog days of summer around here. Like we just came in from the pool. Everybody's like half dressed and all the things. Anyway, so I just really encourage you guys, go do some research on what you are using on your skin. If you're not using some of these products yet, maybe you are using something that you really love, just see what's in it, because so often, and I'm going to read you guys some facts that will probably blow your mind. We are so not privy to what is in the products that we're using, and we don't know the effects that they could be having on our body and just overall health in general. So we're going to dive into Savvy Minerals. We're going to talk all about Young Living's makeup line tonight, which if you guys have not tried it, it is freaking amazing. People like of all types love this makeup. It is such a good product. So we're going to talk about Savvy Minerals. We're going to talk about some of the other like Bloom skincare, some of the skincare products that Young Living offers. And then we're going to talk about like straight up oils that are good for your skin and why they're good for your skin. I am the type of person that I like to know that I like that frankincense is good for my skin, but I actually want to know like what's in it that makes it good for our skin. Because I feel like it helps me to understand, and also is easier to educate people. So if I were to just say like, oh, frankincense is great, like I've said that a million times, but if I can tell you like exactly what's in it that makes it great, that's a little bit more helpful, I think. So there will be a little bit of like facts and stuff. But first up, I want to just read you guys some of these things. Okay. So these are just like, this takes like a very quick Google search and just a little bit of digging. Okay. So the FDA passed the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act in, you ready for this? 1938, okay? Now think about how different things were in the 30s as far as like chemicals available and manufacturing and products and all those things, okay? 1938. Ingredients used in cosmetics, with the exception of color additives, are exempt from FDA regulatory practices. Exempt, you guys. This includes the need for approval or product recall if any ingredient is found to be dangerous. Instead, most regulation of cosmetics, so you guys ready for this? This is maybe going to surprise you, comes from the Personal Care Products Council, which is a self-regulated body supported by none other than the cosmetics industry. So they are supporting and regulating themselves, which if you have followed anything from Johnson & Johnson or any of these like companies that are producing mainstream products, you know that it is where there is money, there is corruption in these things. And so I was not raised to think outside of the box. So I was raised, like we bought every like name brand, all the things. And it wasn't until I had kids, and like you always want to do better for your kids than you do for yourself, right? Like you're like, oh my God, I'll put shit in my body, stuff in my body. But literally like the second you have a kid, you're like, oh my God, they're so precious. Like I would never put a chemical on their body. And so for me, I was like, I just started like researching and digging, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like how are these things in our products? Like, you know, these chemicals, and we know that there's problems, but there's no sort of like rules, I guess. Sorry, I lost my words there. Anyways, as you can see, that's probably a little bit of a conflict of interest, okay? So according to a study by the Environmental Working Group, EWG, which is an awesome app you should download. You can search products on there. It'll tell you like their toxicity and all that kind of stuff. The average woman uses 12 personal care products or cosmetics each and every day, allowing her skin, mouth, and lungs to absorb an average of 168 chemicals that may have toxic effects in the body. This is if you're just buying stuff at Target or Nordstrom or like just the normal stuff that we all like think that is totally great to buy, right? Like I've been there, you guys. I had every single MAC or like our NARS product. That was like what I used. Many of these chemicals find their way into our bloodstreams, wreak havoc with our hormones and internal organs. They overwhelm the liver as it works daily to clean toxins from our system. And they are endocrine disruptors. They create a condition called endocrine or estrogen dominance. Okay, so somebody explained this to me and it was so like eye-opening. Basically what happens is these products have fragrance and phthalates and parabens, all these things in them. And what happens is they mimic estrogen. So when we put them in our body thinks that it is that it's hormones, but it's actually not real hormones. And so it either overproduces or it stops producing or whatever, and our hormones go all out of whack. And we wonder, like, why am I such a head case? Why am I so this, that, or the other thing? Or why are my hormones feel so off? And it's oftentimes because of the products that we're putting in our bodies that we don't even realize, okay? A lot of these chemicals do something called bioaccumulate. And what bioaccumulate means is that they basically, like, you start putting them in your body and they stack on top of each other. They accumulate. So it's one time, if you use it, is it going to hurt you? No, probably not. You're going to be just fine. But if you are, putting makeup on every day, or if you're using the same moisturizer every day, or if you are, shaving your legs with the same thing, or using the same stuff in your hair, or you name it, whatever it is that you're doing, like we do these things every day, right? Over time, this is like the slight edge. You guys have probably, if you've been to something that I've talked about, you've heard probably the slight edge. And this stuff accumulates. These chemicals they bioaccumulate, okay? So here's another doozy of a thing. Okay, ready for this one? Federal law allows companies to omit certain chemicals from their chemical ingredients from their product labels, including those that might be considered trade secrets, components of ingredients in fragrances, and nanomaterials. Nanomaterials means it gets in your bloodstream. So basically, we are putting products in and on our body that even if you are reading the label, even if you are looking at the ingredients, there's a very high probability that they're not safe, or they're not disclosing the ingredients that are not safe. If this does not infuriate you, like, keep digging, keep researching, and you will get to a place where you're like, why is this allowed? And there's, of course, like, there are people out there that are probably much better off than myself in terms of like being able to go out there and they hold up signs and they do all these incredible things to advocate for a change in this industry. And it is something that like celebrities have backed and all these things. And you hear about it. If you look into it, you hear all about it. But I think that the most important thing that we can do is we can start in our homes. We can start with ourselves, and we can start then once you've made this change for yourself, you can start educating other people and sharing this and saying like, hey, I have like, we don't ever want to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're using that. Do you know what's in that? But you can educate people and you can tell them what you're doing and share the facts and let people make up their own mind. If I were to go and tell if every woman knew these things and knew all of the, effects that some of these products could have on our bodies and in our health, I guarantee you a lot more women would switch to cleaner products. It's just that we have the wool pulled over our eyes, and that's the whole point, right? So we are going to talk about Savvy Minerals, but first I have a quiz for you guys, okay? The first person that gets this answer correctly is going to get a, Bella, you want to try this on and show everybody what it looks like? This is Embrace, my favorite lip gloss from Savvy Minerals. It has peppermint in it, so it makes your lips plump, and it's like the perfect color. So the question is, how many chemicals do you think are banned in the US for personal care products? How many chemicals? You don't have to answer, Melanie. You guys put it in the chat. Okay, Ryan says 12. Naomi says 200. Kathy, 0. Let's see, I'm looking at your guys' guesses. Okay, Ryan Emerson, you are correct. Well, the answer is actually 11 from the research that I found, but you're the closest. So you are going to win an Embrace lip gloss. Okay, so you guys, there's 11 chemicals banned from cosmetics, basically, and personal care in the US, okay? 11. You ready for this? 500 in Canada. 500 are banned from, it's like the I can't remember what they call it, the no touch list or something. In Europe, the EU, there's 1,400 chemicals banned. 1,400. We have 11, right? 11. And Savvy Minerals, you guys, bans, let's see, I'm going to give you guys the exact number so I don't mess this up. Savvy Minerals bans 2,500 ingredients. Some even that other companies consider like natural or clean ingredients. Savvy Minerals bans 2,500 ingredients. So that gives you a difference of like how clean our makeup is versus like what you're buying at Target or Nordstrom or Ulta or Sephora or wherever. That's a lot of ingredients. That's a lot of things that we are putting in our body that maybe we don't even know we're putting in our body. Just under the umbrella of fragrance alone, which is why we talk so much about fragrance and like share about like, you don't want to buy things with fragrance, even if it's like, oh, well, it's natural or it's organic or whatever. If it has fragrance in it, you guys, there's like boatloads of chemicals that can hide under just that label. So keep that in mind. 11 chemicals. This shows how like behind our legislation is in terms of natural care or beauty products. Okay, so we are just going to talk, first of all, I'm just going to show you guys all the Savvy Minerals stuff. There, if you go to savvyminerals.com, see if I can screen share this with you guys. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this really quickly because it's kind of interesting. So can you guys see this on my screen? Yes, no? Yeah, okay. So this is the Savvy Minerals website. Young Living has like a whole separate website for it, and it talks all about this, but I think this is really interesting and something that you may like want to just look into. So they have a yes list. These are the products that are in their ingredients that are in their products, and then a no list. And then of course they say like, we'll never use the banned ingredients in the European Union. And they just talk all about like their makeup and all that kind of stuff. It talks about like the difference between Savvy Minerals and other clean cosmetic brands, and all that sort of stuff. So it's a really good, like they have their story on here, and you can go into all the ingredients, everything. So it's a really, go back here. It's really informative and just like a quick, easy way to kind of see what's in the makeup. All right, so here's the thing. I have talked to multiple makeup artists who have used Savvy Minerals. One of them is our nanny. Her name's Anna. She used to live in LA and do hair and makeup. And she is like, this stuff actually works really well. Like I had my doubts because of course the natural makeup, clean makeup has the association that it's not as good. Like it just doesn't work as well. It doesn't last as well. It's just the colors, the pigment, whatever, you name it. This stuff is actually awesome. So I'm just going to show you some of the products that I use. There's obviously different colorways for so many different things. But you want to show your drawing really quickly? Hold on. We have to show our drawing. Bellamy's over here doing some artwork. Thank you, Bella. That's beautiful. Okay. So they just released a concealer and liquid foundation. So previously they've had a powder foundation, and both of these just came out this summer. And they're amazing. I don't actually like to wear foundation. However, the liquid foundation is very like light and like feels really, really, really good on your skin. Yes, the concealer is seriously so good also. It is like, if you guys have ever used Shape Tape, so I can compare this because I've used lots of these like other brands of makeup. Shape Tape is like kind of one of the trendier like concealers out there. And I feel like this is actually better than Shape Tape. Shape Tape gets a little bit dry on my skin, and this stuff stays like, it stays on really well, and is light enough to where it doesn't like cake or anything like that. So if you have not tried this, is it hard to match? It depends. I've heard varying things. From everybody that I've talked to, the colors are lighter in person than you would think. So order on the lighter side. Yes, better than Shape Tape. Okay. This stuff is awesome. And then there's the liquid foundation. There is a color matching tool. I would get it, but I have no idea where it is. There's a color matching tool. How you doing over there?
Can I put this in my computer?
We have a theft. Yes, you can have it. So you can get a color matching tool that actually works well, but I just picked my colors and went with it and I ended up matching correctly. So, and then the powder, so there's a powder blush that looks like this. The color I use is Smashing. And then the bronzer, where is the bronzer? Did you see the bronzer, Bella? Oh, it's right here. Summer Loved. Okay, you guys, this is literally my obsession. If any of you guys have used Summer Loved, you probably are in love with it because it is such a good like color. But here's the thing. So with Savvy Minerals, there's a misting spray. And so this is like, has oils in it, trace minerals. It's a really good way. It basically is a way to get like a vehicle to get the powder from the thing to the jars to your face. So you can spray it directly on your brush. These are the Savvy Minerals brushes also. I got these by saving up my ER points. So if you are on Essential Rewards, if you're not, you should be. But if you are, save up your points. These are really good makeup brushes and an awesome way to kind of treat yourself. So I just spray a couple spritzes of this on the brush and then I kind of roll it around in the lid like this. Last time I did a full makeup on camera, a class I did like this, but we're not going to do that today. And then it goes on your skin. It gives your skin like a satiny, dewy kind of glow. It's definitely not like any other powder. I feel like in the past when I've used powder foundation, like a mineral foundation like this, or even bronzer, blush, whatever, it's really matte and kind of like dull. This stuff is very glowy, but not like shimmery, glittery. It's just got like a beautiful tone to it. Okay, so Summer Loved bronzer, Smashing blush. These are the colors I use. Obviously, there's other ones out there. And then what else? There's a sponge if you want to use the liquid foundation. These are all Savvy brushes as well. So I have fake eyelashes, so I actually don't use the mascara, but before I had fake eyelashes, my makeup's all like dusty. The new volumizing mascara is to die for. It's actually so good. So I love this stuff. And as far as like an eyeliner, so there's something called Jet Setter. So this is like, they have like powders that are just a color and you can use it you can use it as an eyeshadow, you can use it as an eyeliner, I use it for my eyebrows, all the things. And so there's Jet Setter. This is also multitasker. I like both of these. I obviously have really dark hair, so I use the Jet Setter because it's pretty much black. But these are great for all sorts of things. And I just take this little tiny brush. This is the eyeliner brush. And I just will actually take the misting spray, I get hair on my face, and spray it in the lid. So you can see like the powders right here in the lid. And I just spray it and then it just makes like a little bit of like a liquid. And then you dip the eyeliner brush in there. So easy and obviously so clean. And it's really good. Like this stuff lasts all day. It's not like I am like my makeup's falling off by noon. Okay, on the website, it tells you the undertones of the foundation. Okay, that's amazing, actually. That's really cool. I did not know that they did that. Yes, the bronzer is so good. You guys love it. All right, this one I actually love. This is Diamond Dust, the Mineral Veil. And you can, I don't know if you guys, I dumped it on my computer. It's gonna be, so this stuff is gorgeous. Bella, you want me to put some on you? Mm-hmm. So this is like a diamond dust. Like, I don't know if I could describe it better than that. It just gives like a glow to your skin. But you can brush this all over. Another really fun thing, we put this, nice work, Bella, that's Ryan. We put this in rollers. So if you have little girls and they're making like a butterflies roller for like nervous tummies or just like a feel-good roller or anything like that, we will take like just a tiny little scoop of this and drop it in a roller and it makes it like shimmery, which is kind of a fun little hack to use, I guess. This also makes like a really pretty highlighter, really pretty eyeshadow, all that kind of stuff. Okay. What else? And then the lip gloss is my favorite. I think we have the same color. These are both Embrace. You can tell it's my favorite because it's all over the place around here. The Embrace is good. I also love the color Journey, and Anchors Away, I think is the other one that I like. All right. Anything else? Do you guys have questions about the makeup? Any recommendations that you want before we move on to the next topic? Oh, sorry. Can I have a drink of your water?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. Here I'm drinking from a sippy cup on an oils class. All right, eyeshadow. I use a palette, but I think it's in the bathroom still. They have different palette colors. Oh, here's one. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Hang on. Bella, you're in charge. Okay, you guys. So these they're called Shadow Essentials. So the Sahara Sunset is one of the ones I like. You can see how pretty this is. They have, I think, 3 different palette colors that you can use. I don't wear a ton of eyeshadow like on the regular. I use this for like if we're, you know, going to an event or something like that. But you can also use, there's foundation, there's actual foundation. I have the liquid foundation, but let's see what this one is. There's actual foundation colors that a lot of times people will use for the eyeshadow. Like they'll buy a shade darker or whatever. And that's like a good just matte eyeshadow that you can use. Okay. Next topic, you guys, we are talking about skincare. Okay. So clean skincare is like, I'm sure you've read about it. It's kind of all the rage, right? Everybody's talking about it. So previously, Young Living just came out with, Bella, can you not do that, please? Sorry, you guys. Again, I'm working on a bride here, so that's why Bellamy is joining us tonight. I'm trying to find, okay, so before Bloom came out, I just used the Orange Blossom face wash from Young Living, and I still love these products. Okay, so Orange Blossom face wash is one of them. And then there is a Satin Mint face scrub, which I think I forgot to grab from the bathroom. But this Satin Mint face scrub, if you guys have not tried it, like order immediately, add to your ER, place a shop order. I don't care what it is, just get it in your shower. Ryan is shaking her head yes, because it is seriously the best. It's probably the best skincare thing I have ever used. I love it so much. It's like the perfect consistency. It is like just a tiny bit tingly, just the right amount. And gives your skin like a really clean buff feeling without drying it out or like exfoliating it too much. It's such a good product. So I alternated. I would use Satin Mint face scrub like every few days, and then I would use this every single day. And then my glow serum, which I'm going to show you guys what that looks like in a few minutes. But Young Living came out this summer with, they've been like formulating this clean skincare for like, I think that's what they said, it was like 2 years. Don't smush this, babe. And it is seriously awesome. Okay, so here is, it lasts forever. I've had this since June. Okay, you can see how much I've used. It seriously lasts such a long time. And I've been using this daily. So it's a 3-part skincare, which I will be straight up honest, you guys. I'm not like a skincare snob and fully was like, I can't commit to three-part skincare ever in my life. Like this is way too much work. I just need it to be like quick and easy and not have to think about it. However, the Young Living made it so easy because it's one of them is if you're washing your face in the shower, this is the brightening cleanser. And this like pulls moisture into your face. It does a really good job. They're all part of like the Sheer Lume. So Young Living has a cream called Sheer Lume, and it is like a brightening cleansing cream, not cleansing, I guess. It's more just like a brightening moisturizing cream. And these all have Sheer Lume in it. So there's the brightening cleanser. And then after you use the brightening cleanser, you use the brightening essence. So this has mica in it. And mica, you can see this is like, has like a shimmer to it. So basically when this goes on your skin, that it reflects light, which makes your skin glow more. I have no idea like all the science behind it. I pulled up like all of the, when you go to these products on the Young Living website, you can actually pull up their, oh wow, we're makeuping the desk now. You can actually pull up like the product sheets, which is really, really helpful. So it'll tell you, I'm going to share my screen again with you guys so you can see this. Hold on. Share screen, 1 second, you guys. Okay, so it'll show you all of the like components of it basically. So it'll tell you what it does. It's pH balance restoring formula, supports skin barrier function, reduces the appearance of pores, and leaves your skin refreshed and radiant. And then it tells you the key ingredients, benefits, and features, and then goes a little bit more into like the product background and all that kind of stuff. And then of course, like the full ingredient list. So most products on Young Living's website, you can find this with, and it's really, really helpful, especially for stuff like this, that's kind of like a more technical product. So there's the brightening essence, and then there is the brightening lotion. So the brightening lotion looks like this, and this is it kind of has like a honeydew smell, I think. I know I think it has plumeria in it. Or maybe that's the essence. Anyways, it has like a really light honeydew floral smell to it. It smells really good. And so you use this after you use the brightening essence. I use my glow serum still. So I will put the brightening lotion on and then put my glow serum over it because I'm addicted to glow serum and love the way that it makes my skin feel so much. And it can't hurt it to put all 3 on basically. So the Bloom skincare line is amazing, but if you are not ready to like invest in a full skincare line, I highly suggest the Orange Blossom face wash and the Satin Mint face scrub. Both of those are incredible. Okay, so here's the glow serum. It looks, I have like all these bottles of it. I have this stuff everywhere. I'm obsessed. So this is straight up organic jojoba oil, which is really good. This most naturally mimics your skin's natural oil. If you can't find jojoba oil, rosehip oil is another good option. Grapeseed oil, carrot seed oil. There's great oils out there for your face. I love this because it feels light, but it's so moisturizing. Okay, so this is like 12 bucks on Amazon for 4 ounces. If you want to add your oils straight to this, you totally can, or you can get these little mini bottles, or you can get bigger ones, and you can kind of mix it all at that time. So all that is in here is frankincense, which you got in your starter kit probably, unless maybe you bought like a thieves kit or something like that. But you put frankincense in here, depending on the size of bottle. So if it was the 4 ounces, I'd put 20 drops of frankincense in. Obviously, do the math from there. And then you can add different oils to it. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the oils that are really, really good for your skin, and just go through them. So frankincense has astringent properties, which is part of why it is so good for your skin. Hold on, I wrote this quote down. It has the ability to strengthen skin and improve its tone, elasticity, and defense mechanisms against bacteria or blemishes. Okay, how cool is that, you guys? So basically, one of the things that frankincense is so good for, and why you see a lot of people using it for scars, is because it helps your skin cells to regenerate quickly. And so when it does that, obviously, if you're having a scar or something like that, your skin heals faster. But with if we have fine lines and wrinkles and just like blemishes on our skin, it helps our skin to restore faster. And so you see it in so much skincare, and that's why we put it in our jojoba oil, our glow serum, because it works so well. It makes your skin beautiful and glowy and just like feels so good. Blue tansy is another oil that's in here. This is not this is not required. It's a pricey oil, but one of like the highly touted oils for skincare right now. It's kind of like a hot oil, but it helps to balance, hydrate, and even out your skin tone. If you have a lot of like red undertones to your skin, blue tansy can actually act as like a calming agent to that. And because the actual color property, it's like a dark blue oil. So if you were to put you can put straight blue tansy on your palms, rub it on your face, and your face will have like a blue. Oh, you look beautiful. Wow, you've been doing some serious makeup over here. You'll have like a blue mask on your skin, and it will absorb into your skin, but it actually neutralizes the color of your skin. It will neutralize the red. And so it can be really, really helpful for that. And that is another good ingredient to put in your glow serum. Copaiba has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. So if you find your skin like getting irritated a lot or inflamed, Copaiba is a good one to put in. Lavender relieves tight, itchy skin and protects from pollen and UV rays, which can actually age your skin, basically. Obviously, UV, like allergies, all that kind of stuff can give you puffy skin and age it and all that kind of. So lavender is a good one. Geranium has antifungal and disinfecting properties. Pro tip, if you have babies that have cradle cap, geranium single-handedly took cradle cap completely away for, I can't remember what kid it was now. I think Nora. It was Nora. But she had like really bad cradle cap. I never had a kid with it. And I made a dropper with coconut oil and geranium and would drop it on her scalp like 3 times a day. And you guys, it cleared it up within like 48 hours. I was amazed. Geranium is a really, really good oil for skin. Especially if you have dry skin, it can help with oil production. Dry skin or like oily skin, like it kind of puts it right in the middle. Tea tree oil is incredible for spot treatment. So I probably wouldn't put tea tree oil straight in a glow serum, but I always have it in the bathroom. And if I shared this on my stories the other day, I like rarely get acne, but I had just like something like right here and I could feel it, like it was hurting. And I just took a Q-tip and I dropped tea tree oil right on the Q-tip and dotted it on here. And it was completely gone the next day. Like I couldn't even feel it. So tea tree is an awesome spot treatment. We used tea tree. Baylor had if you have little ones, it's called molluscum contagiosum, I think is what it's called. And they're little like bumps that the kids get. And our doctor was like, it's going to take 6 months to a year for that to go away. I put it on Baylor's just straight tea tree, like the same thing on a Q-tip, put it on his bumps. And within 2 weeks, they were completely gone. You guys, it helped so much, so much. So tea tree is amazing for that. And then rose oil, which is like super high frequency, super pricey. 22 pounds of rose petals go into 1 bottle of rose oil. It is like insane, but it's really, really good for your skin as well. It helps with moisture and redness. So rose is another fun one. You only need like a drop or 2, but that's a really fun one to put in a glow serum if you already have that oil. Sometimes Young Living, if you guys are doing the Dream 500, I know they're giving away rose oil at a certain amount of points. I can't remember what it is, but you can earn rose oil with the Dream 500 competition that they're doing, and that ends September 31st. So if you are doing the business side of things, make sure that you get those points to earn that. Have any of you guys earned it yet? Anybody on here? Anybody close? Trying to see who's on here. Again, call out. Okay, so let me see. Is there anything else? A couple other things that I love for you. Oh, bless you. Beauty and skincare that I didn't really talk too much about tonight, but if you are still shaving your legs with shaving cream, somebody did a story about this today and I cannot remember who it was. Maybe it was one of you. The Mirage shave oil, you guys, is so legit. I was like, oh, I don't know, shaving cream, whatever. Somebody mentioned this and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. I added it to my Essential Rewards order and I am obsessed. I only use like 2 pumps, but it gives you the closest shave. It is so smooth and it makes your skin like super, super moisturized afterwards. So if you have not tried this, this is a must-have for beauty. The coconut lime body butter is what I use for just like moisturizing my skin. I hesitate to open this because it always makes my mouth water. It's like straight margarita in a tub. Bella, how good does it smell? You guys, this does smell so good. Yes, Janelle, it was totally you. That was exactly right. It's so good. And then what else did I have? I had something else that I pulled out over here. Where was it? Oh, the Lava Mint foot scrub. So this is like, it basically has shells and like coconut shells and sand in this, and it is a really good exfoliator. But you can also, so I saw somebody doing this and I thought this was so smart, especially right now when we're washing our hands a ton. They left this next to the soap in like their guest bathroom, and you can use, or in your kitchen or wherever, and you can use this when you're washing your hands to kind of exfoliate your hands. It smells really, really good. It kind of smells like the Satin Mint face scrub, but this is kind of just like a fun self-care kind of thing if you're in the bath and like foot scrub. And then of course the bath bombs, which I don't have out here, but those are also a really fun, like, beauty thing that you can do that are just luxurious. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Anybody? Hopefully you learned something as always, and I encourage you guys, if you have not tried, if there's a product on here that you have not tried, add it to your ER. Try something new, because this is how you find products that you are going to love. And if you don't try it, you're never gonna know. So just step out and maybe you're like, I love my eyeshadow that I use, or I'm good, like I don't need any of this. Just try something new. You will be pleasantly surprised, I promise. All right, Bella, can you say goodbye?
Bye.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good evening. See you later.